Hey there, Libra. Come on in. Let's do your energy forecast for the week ahead, shall we, you beautiful souls? All right, we're doing the week of October the 1st through to the 6th, and I'm recording these actually on September the 30th, which is why I'm wearing this lovely orange shirt. It is in recognition of Every Child Matters, and it is in recognition of September the 30th here in Canada being the National Day of Truth and Reconciliation. Now, if you don't know what this is all about, and I sure hope you do, then please go to the Center of Truth and Reconciliation website, read the report that was conducted on this, read the first-hand accounts of the Indigenous people's stories, and read the 94 recommendations that were brought forward that have been largely ignored by our government. Familiarize yourself with all of that, and then find a way to be an ally to help amplify the voices so that these 94 recommendations are heard, understood, and followed up on. I think it's very important, and I think if you truly read and open your heart and your mind to these accounts and these stories, the lived truth of the First Nations people of Canada, that you can't help but become an ally. All right, it's very personal to me because my children, my two oldest boys, their birth mother is of Indigenous heritage. My oldest boy identifies as Cree. My middle son identifies as Métis. So it is important to me that the message gets out there. Now, the earrings, which are the red dress symbolic of the missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls of Canada, strongly urge you to go up. Read up on that as well so you know what the heck I'm talking about and understand the importance of both these symbols. The orange shirt, there's a beautiful story behind it of how this came to be. And it's indicative of how much we've grown as a country, where we, go from a person being ridiculed to making this a national symbol. It's a really important story to share. So I encourage you to look that up. I encourage you to look up this story. And then I want you to share in the chats below what you learned, maybe something new, maybe information that was you were ignorant of before. And ignorant just means lack of knowledge, right? I'm not making a judgment here, so don't think that. So share that with me in the chat below, or share with me how this day is recognized by you, by your family, and your thoughts and opinions, if you will. All right. I want you to hit the like, share, and subscribe. Allow your friends to weigh in on the subject matter. But now let's get to your reading. All right, Libra. I am using the Universe Has Your Back as the overarching thread of energy. These cards, the Universe Has Your Back, as the overarching thread of energy for your week ahead. And then I'll move on to the Sacred Travelers Oracle deck to break your week down just a little bit further. All right, so to begin with, we have for you, literally, the Universe Has Your Back. The message here today being that you are not alone. It is a narrative that we can sometimes get up into in our heads, where we think there's nobody else in the world that understands us or gets us or would know about our story or has shared similar stories themselves. And this is a narrative that I want you to challenge, because it's not true, right? One, it's never true that we're alone. We always have the universe at our back. And two, there's always somebody out there that has had, if not the same story, then similarities. They just need to know sort of your story. And I've just realized that my camera has slipped a little bit here. I'm just going to center a little bit better. There we go. So I should be paying more attention to that. All right, Libra, I hope this makes sense. That the universe has your back. You are never, ever alone. Even when you think you are. It is a narrative that we sometimes get caught up in, and we get stuck in that rut of, I'm all alone and I'm misunderstood, and it's not true. And I want you to challenge that this week. Okay. Now let's move on and see how the cards break it down just a little bit further for you. So again, this is the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck for the week of October 1st to 6th for all the Libras out there. All right, let's see where we're going at the beginning of the week for you, Libra. And we have, in the flow, everything is smooth sailing. Ooh, buy into that one. And this week will go quite easily for you, right? It is when we throw up these walls of resistance and belief, and in our head we get that narrative going about everything's a challenge, everything's a struggle, nothing comes easy. Well, the universe can only answer the energy that you're putting out. So if that's what you're putting out, that's what they got to answer. Strongly encourage you to change your narrative and come at your perspective not from a vision of lack and focusing on all the things that you don't have, but taking a bit of a shift in your perspective and focusing on that which you do have in your life that you can be grateful and thankful for. And I get that some people don't have as much to be thankful for as others, but we can always find something, right? And start from there. And I promise you, it'll make a shift in your world. I watched it happen in mine, right? I am living that truth for me, for sure. And then faraway places, look at this. You're getting ready for new horizons. I love that because I truly feel like this is where you're going when you're in the flow, right? You're understanding that you're headed off in a new direction. You're getting new horizons and you're going there because of this shift in your perspective, right? It's amazing how much when we take a shift in perspective of how much in our life can possibly change. And I challenge you to give it a try. All right. And give it a fair try. Don't try it for a day or two and go, this isn't working for me. Truly, give yourself a few months, like 3 months. I'm going to give myself 3 months of really doing my best to live through a different lens, right? A lens of possibilities, limitless possibilities, and gratitude for what I do have. And I promise you that after 3 months, you will see enough of a shift to keep you going in the same direction. All right. I promise you this. I watched it unfold in my own life. All right. And then we have solitude. And it says, in silence, peace prevails. Right. And this is not necessarily solitude of I'm all by myself, but it's allowing ourselves those moments of solitude, those moments of quietude in our lives where we can just go within, even if it's for just 5 minutes a day. Right? Where we just get to sit in the presence of spirit and just be. And why would I ask that of you? It's because in those moments where we're just sitting, focusing on our breath, not trying to think, not trying to solve, not trying to, bear logic on anything, it's when we get our inspiration, our downloads, our clarity, right? And that's where the peace comes in. All right. I hope this makes perfect sense to you here, Libra. Please, again, share your thoughts in the chat below. Return next week for next week's energy forecast. But in the meantime, do hit that notification button so you know when I'm coming on here and sharing my truth with you. And hit the notification button for your energy forecast. Like, share, subscribe, share me around a little bit. I love how this page is growing. We're up over 200 subscribers now, and it's starting to come up really fast. I'm seeing how some of my videos maybe only get 3, 4, or 5 watches a week. Some of them get like 600, 700. So it's been very intriguing to me to see how that goes. And I'm loving it. I'm loving the energy build. And I'm so very grateful for each and every one of you for helping me get there. All right. Blessed be one and all. This is Intuitively signing off. You can find me at intuitivelyspiritualmedium.com if you'd like to know more or to book your own reading. Blessed be and take care.